Tyson, you do know that you don't have to make a list to make time for the ladies that you want to make time for, right? You do know that you don't have to entertain every woman in the house, right? Okay. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. King's Court Season 1, Episode 4. Y'all, I just feel like we're wasting our time when it comes to Tyson. We really are. Like, there's no hope for him in actually finding real love or connection because, baby, the way he is trying to play the field and get into everybody is crazy. The fact that he doesn't even know his own type or his own match when it's right in front of him is crazy because how did I figure it out and he couldn't? Anyway, y'all, we got some things to get into, but before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? If you've been watching the King's Court reviews with me and you have not yet subscribed, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I promise you will love it here because obviously you keep coming back. So you like it here and I want you here. So go ahead and do that. Now that that's out the way, let's go ahead and get into this review. So we pick up exactly where we left off. We're at the elimination mixer, okay? Thaddeus is talking to Dr. Shawanda, and he wants to know what happened. Why are you pulling back, okay? She said, I saw how you were with Ariel, and the way you was with her was very different than how you are with me. And I didn't want to be overbearing. I didn't want to be assertive or, aggressive, okay? So he's like, I like your confidence, but it seems like your confidence is starting to dwindle. And she was like, no, I could just tell that you were pursuing them more. So there was no need for me to, keep trying to bombard my way through. See, this is what I'm saying when it comes to you, Dr. Shawanda. When you start one way, you have to finish another way. The man told you that he likes your assertiveness. He likes when you bully your way into the groups and stuff like that. So you have to keep that same energy going forward. This is why it's not always good to go ahead and, put your claws in someone so early and then realize that they may not be pursuing you the same way back because now you're going to have to continue to work and work and work for his attention. Okay, so she asked him, how would you feel if I behaved the same way that you're behaving? And he's like, well, in this instance, I expect that. And it wouldn't stop me from pursuing you. I'm not going to throw away our connection or what we have because other people are here. I'm not going to start backpedaling. And she hears him. But I feel like she's over it. Like she's at the point where it's like, I'm not about to chase a man. And if you want me, then come get me. And Thaddeus is not into that at all, okay? He's not giving me the chaser. He's not giving me a hunter. He likes his women strong for a reason, okay? So we get to the dinner and we sit down. Now, I wonder what happened in that conversation with Tyson and Lily because we never really got the end of it. It's kind of like he didn't want to tell her what the issue was when we already know that every time he feels too close to someone, he literally just throws them away. We already know that's the case, okay? So we get to the elimination dinner and we start with Thaddeus. And Thaddeus says that Dr. Shawanda, he tells her that they clicked in the very beginning because she was assertive. But now that he sees the other women starting to enter the house, she not giving that same energy. And because of that, she isn't his queen. I'm sitting here like, what in the world is going on? Now, I'm not going to lie because I was feeling Dr. Shawanda for Thaddeus. But as time went on, I was really feeling him for Ariel. And I'm glad that he's starting to realize that too because they just seem like they click so well. They have so much in common. And I think he'll be a good addition to Ariel's life as well as her be a good addition to his life, okay? But nonetheless, Dr. Shawanda handled it very well. A lot better than I thought she would because I just knew she was going to be upset because she was really liking him. And you can tell because every time he was by a woman, she would go over there and insert herself and make sure that she was in the middle of it. But I guess because, she started pulling back, he's like, oh, you must not want me the way you say you want me. So I get it. I guess. So now Carlos tells Catherine that she's not going home tonight and the Kings want her to stay. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not mad at it because even though she didn't work out with Tyson, nobody works out with Tyson. Nobody. But Thaddeus, it's becoming a thing now, sir. It feels like you just picking up women and picking up more women every time new women coming in the house, baby. And you're not nurturing none of those connections because now we done dropped Dr. Shawanda. Are you going to continue to build a relationship with Ariel? That's the question, okay? Now, Tyson tells Lily that they had an amazing time and they bonded over jumping out the plane and whatnot. But he feels like she can't handle his lifestyle because what if he has to work with a very attractive woman or they have a sex scene something like that. Is she going to be able to handle it? He doesn't think so because she has insecurities. Tyson, I want to wring you by your neck, sir. I want to wring you by your neck because that is not the issue. The issue is how you behave with the women, not how the women behave with you. Of course, people are going to flirt with you. You're Tyson Beckford. We get that. But what are you doing? A lot. You're doing a lot, okay? Now, Lily says she thinks Tyson is wrong. She's not insecure, but she can see right through him. And she doesn't think that he's really ready looking for love because everything that he's been doing at the house is very surface level. And all the girls, well, most of the girls back at the house aren't as genuine as she is. And he's like, well, I just want to let you know that you're not our queen. Tyson, take the sass out. Take the sass out because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. But nonetheless, Dr. Shawana and Lily are eliminated. Lily, I told you your time was coming. The same way you said that, Brookdale overreacted. I'm not going to say you overreacted, but you let that man play in your face. You definitely let that man play all up in your face, okay? So Holly and her husband let the men know that they are about to meet the last group of women, 3 women, and these women are chose for a specific reason. So, don't be texting me all night trying to figure out what the reason is. So while they're wrapping up this dinner, Tyson is like, that's good because I've been spreading myself thin and I'm really ready to start moving different. You should have been moving different from the very beginning. Not now that we're about to get the last 3 women and you done eliminated most of your top connections. Like, sir, you're playing games and I'm not here for it at all. Yes, you're nice to look at. I think you're here for the entertainment value more so than the love aspect of all of this, okay? So now back at the house, Thaddeus and Aria are cuddled up on the couch and he feels like she might just be the one. I'm not going to say she is, but I get that feeling too. I get that feeling too because ever since she entered the house, you can tell that Thaddeus' energy has shifted a little bit. And by him letting go of Dr. Shawanda, that says a lot, okay? He does let her know that he do like other women in the house, but he needs her to let him know that she's not going to go ahead and be like, oh, I might as well self-eliminate because he's interested in someone else. So they make a deal that that's not going to happen because now she knows, yes, he's interested in other women, but I'm his top connection and I'm going to, make sure that I let him know that. Girl, I hope you're ready to fight for Thaddeus because that's what Thaddeus wants. He wants a girl that's going to fight for him. So Carlos and Janae are talking and she's really gone over him. Homegirl is going in the head and she is ready to just like leave with her man, okay? She said that she's been texting her mom because like this feels too good to be true. And her mom's like, don't self-sabotage now. You do that all the time. And she's like, yes, I know I mess things up for myself all the time because I always feel like it's gonna go bad. But she's gonna do everything in her power. That's what she tells Carlos. She's gonna do everything in her power to not do it again. Girl, you ain't gonna need to because it's gonna be him. It's gonna be him. As much as I want to feel like Carlos and Janae are like locked in, Janae is very possessive. And she's not going to do well with having some competition. She hasn't had any competition in the house yet. But wait till she gets some. We're going to see a different side of her, okay? Now, Kat's crying to Tyson because he's all over the place. And she wants more time with him. So Tyson decides that he wants to make a list. Make a list of all the women so that he could fit in time with them. Kat's crying like, but we don't have time. And he was like, well, I'm making time for you right now. We have the time right now and you're wasting the time. Tyson, you're wasting everyone's time because I'll be damned if you gotta pencil me in on a list on a fridge to spend time with me. Either you want to or you don't. You don't have to spend time with all the women. You're not obligated to spend time with every woman in the house. And the thing is, people are just adding themselves to the list all fine and dandy. Child, couldn't be me. Definitely couldn't be me. The way he is rotating them women in and out of conversation, in and out of conversation, and Cyrus sitting on the sideline like, this ain't even my thing. And I'm with you on that, sis, because like I'm not about to be going one after another. You're not even going to remember what we talked about after you talked to 10 ladies in one day. Miss me with that. And then he got the nerve to tell her that she's the finisher. Tyson, he's full of shit, okay? And I'm glad that some of the women are smart enough to realize it. The ones that's gonna stick around for this foolishness, baby, they just want to be a part of that world. That's what I'm picking up from it, okay? So Holly and her husband comes to the house the next day and they bring Tanisha. Now, Tanisha is a professional matchmaker and a dating coach. She focused on emotional maturity, values, and communication, okay? We're not going for the looks and all the things because that's not what you need to have a successful relationship. So the final 3 ladies that were picked are considered the king's perfect match, okay? And she has a success rate of 86%, meaning that they might actually have their woman in this batch of women, okay? So the men are going to go on this group date with those three ladies, and they're going to have to find out which one is their match. And if they could pick their match, then that woman is safe from the elimination dinner. Child, it doesn't matter. Absolutely not, because all three women are moving into the house. We not eliminating enough people for more people to be moving in. Okay, y'all gonna have the girls sleeping on top of each other at this point. Cause if it was me, I'm gonna go get in my man's bed. Y'all figure that out. Okay. So once Janae hears this, she's nervous because, like, dang, this woman might come in and be the perfect man for Carlos, and she might just snatch him right up under me. I feel like Janae insecurities is getting the best of her, and if I can guess, I feel like she'll end up eliminating herself before she lets him do it. I promise you she will, okay? So now the men are at the matchmaking mixer, okay? And they are sitting down with these three women. Now, Tyson, oh God, he really drains me, y'all. Like, today has drained me. Okay, he's talking to Jennifer and he is like all over her, and he thinks that she is his match. Okay, he's loving the split, he's loving the toes, and he's talking about that he had cleared his schedule for her. Meanwhile, Kat was just sitting there crying about how he's not making time for her, but apparently he knows how to make time for what he wants to make time for. Okay. So now Jennifer's talking to Carlos and she tells him about her two engagements and how she's a runaway bride. Okay, but not just like she's scared of commitment, but like for good reason, like drug use, cheating, and stuff like that. Come to find out, these two been to the same church, live in the same area, got a lot in common, and Carlos is very smitten with her. And I'm just like, oh child, that's his match. I knew it instantly that that's his match. So I don't know what Tyson got going on, okay? And meanwhile, back at the house, Janae is going through it because she is missing her Carlos. And she is hoping that, he doesn't change how he feels about her after one date. I'm like, girl, you're really stressed out. It's one date. If that man switches up on you after one date, then he wasn't your man to begin with. That's all I got to say. That is really all that I have to say about the situation. So you need to calm down because you are once again self-sabotaging and getting in your brain. Doing a lot, sis. Doing a lot. Okay? So now Thaddeus is talking to Kalia, and she's a pediatrician and she has an 8-year-old son. That is like, so is his father in the picture or what? He don't play. He needs to know everything. And she was like, no, he's not in the picture because of certain circumstances. But nonetheless, she has a good support system in the village behind her, okay? Now, Thaddeus doesn't play, like I told y'all before, because he wants to know, do you work out? Are you strong? He has a type. He definitely has a type. She said, I work out at least 4 times a week. But right now, I'm really focused on the pole dancing. As soon as she said pole dancing, he was like, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. Don't tell nobody else that you a pole dancer, okay? Because I don't want them trying to snatch you up. Look, he has a type, and I'm not mad at it because he knows what he likes, and he's not going to settle for anything less, okay? So I can tell by this conversation that that's his match. And I think Thaddeus knows that that's his match too. The only person that seemed confused in all of this is Tyson. Because when Tyson is talking to Allison and we find out that she's an opera singer, and then he has a bunch of opera singer friends, so they have a lot of people in common that they know around each other. And he's like, oh, I'm just popular around the house, okay? I don't want to toot my own horn, but beat Tyson, shut up. Oh my God, you are so full of yourself. It's so unattractive. It really is. Like, we get it. You're fine. You're Tyson. You're fit. You're the model. We get it. But this is really ruining my image of him. And I hate that for me. I really, really do. Okay. Now, meanwhile, while I'm typing up my notes, I'm looking at Allison and I'm like, she looked like Vanessa Williams. And he was like, look at her all beautiful, looking like a young Vanessa Williams. That's his match. I don't understand how he couldn't tell that she was his match. They literally have just about everything in common. But he's surface level. He's looking at all of this, the tattoos, the splits, and everything else, and not necessarily the emotional maturity, the communication, and the values. Tyson, snap out of this. Like, you got to wake up, sir. You are too old for all of this ish, okay? So when they sit down at the dinner to figure out who their match is, Thaddeus picked Kalia. thank you, Thaddeus, for knowing who you are and who's a good match for you. Because that means that you're actually doing the work that's necessary to pick the right woman, okay? Now, Tyson says that he think it's Jennifer. And it was kind of love at first sight. Go away from me. Go away from me because that's not your match, okay? Now, Carlos picked Jennifer because he said that she's like the only one who would make him sacrifice time with Janae for her. Janae, girl, we might have a problem. You might have a reason for tripping out. That's all I'm saying at this point, girl. You might be in trouble. Now, Thaddeus knows himself because he picked right, and Carlos picked right because obviously we can tell that, Jennifer was his perfect match. Like, child, I mean, like, how can we see it, Tyson? How can we see it and you don't see it and you in it? Because he's looking for the wrong stuff and the wrong things. Focus on tats and splits and feet at that, okay? So now Allison isn't safe from elimination, so she's going to be at that elimination dinner, okay? So now the new ladies and the men come back to the house and the women aren't excited. But at this point, I don't blame them, okay? Because at one point, I'm like, y'all need to just, welcome the ladies in. But I'm like, you know what? There's too many people. It's so many people. I understand why y'all definitely feel the type of way. Janae is talking about how she's shutting down. And when she gets like this, she could kind of get bitchy. And Carlos can tell that her energy is very much different because she's very distant, okay? Now, Tyson is still trying to add people to this damn list because even though Jennifer's not his match, he's going to make her his match, okay? He's going to add her to the list. And Felicia, like, come on. You are a grown man and you're acting like this. And I'm like, Exactly. And I don't remember who she was talking to, but she was like, he's going to grow up, give him some time. Are you kidding me? The man is halfway through his life. What do you mean? What do you mean give him some time? Time has come and gone. It is time to settle down. You don't even know yourself well enough to pick the right woman for you, Tyson. When a woman is literally picked for you, you still have not given her a proper chance. Child, wasting Allison's time and everybody else's. But nonetheless, Dr. Kalia is leaving because she has an appointment in the morning, and Thaddeus like, yeah, that's my girl. She got things to do. She ain't got time to be sitting around playing with us. I like that Thaddeus knows that what he wants, and he's playing his options, but he's not really settled in just yet on everyone. He's giving everyone a fair chance, even though he did tell Ariel that she's top of his list, okay? Now, Janae and Carlos are talking, and she wants to know how he thinks she feels. And he's like, I don't know. What do you mean? She was like, if this was you and we came back, wouldn't you be bothered? And he's like, I'm just trying to process everything. Like nothing even really happened for real for you to be feeling this way. And I'm like, Janae, you're real intense for them just to have been on one date. Sis, you act like that man spent the night with her and then, they was talking about building a future. He literally just found out that she is his match. He's trying to tell her, like, I'm processing my connection with you, but I'm also considering the fact that Jennifer is my perfect match. Girl, if you keep acting like this, he might send you home. You might actually sabotage this relationship. Let Carlos do the process. Continue to be who you are and continue to show him that you're interested. But by you shutting down and pushing him away, it's not going to make it better. It's just going to push him right into the arms of Jennifer. Child. That was King's Court. That was King's Court. I'm very interested in this elimination dinner because Janae might be there. Who knows? And I would not see that coming, but the way this episode went, I definitely can see it coming now. I hope y'all really enjoyed this review. And as always, we'll be back next week for another review. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you go ahead and like this video, share with your friends so we can get more people in here, okay? King's Court is really good, but the people not watching. Not only are they not watching, they're not watching the reviews. Like, share with your friends, y'all. Share with your friends, okay? And with all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.